Hey everyone, Jack Reeve, TalkNorwichCity here, back for my match preview ahead of the Manchester United game this Saturday, FA Cup football. I just recorded a 10-minute preview and went to press the stop recording button and realised I'd never started it. And I think that is the anecdote of Norwich City season. A lot of huff and puff and a lot of effort, but sadly not too much to show from it. We're in the last day of the FA Cup. That's exciting. That's really exciting. And for the game on Saturday, tomorrow, in the case that I'm recording today, we're live streaming throughout the game. We're going to be watching, doing a watch along type thing. So we're going to be streaming throughout the game. So if you haven't already subscribed, press subscribe and you'll get notified when we go live, basically. Come and join us, have a chat. You haven't got to sit through the whole thing, but just come and let us know your thoughts, really. We've been really enjoying the live content on TNC, and we'll be doing it for every single game from now until the end of the season. So come and join us, press subscribe, and you'll get notified. It's completely free. Yeah, it would really help us, and it would mean a lot to us. It's been a strange few weeks for Norwich, hasn't it? It's probably been the busiest my Twitter notifications have been for some time. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or not. I seem to have split opinion with my tweets on Wednesday. I called it an insult. The team selection from Daniel Farke and then his comments after the game to describe the game as, or the performance as satisfying. I just thought it wasn't satisfying in my eyes, and of course everyone views football in different ways, and that's why we love it so much. I just thought that to drop your three best players, Pukki, Buendia and Cantwell, in a must-win Premier League game was just almost saying to me, we've given up. I mean, to rest players for an FA Cup game, I guess is something that you can do, and he did do. But these are professional athletes. Like, do they really need resting? I'm sure they can play 2 games in 4 days or whatever it is. So I just found it, I don't know, I found the last 2 performances really disappointing. I was up in this exact spot a few days ago speaking ahead of the Everton game, and I just said I want some kind of response, and I didn't see that response. I mean, the result, well, we lost and we needed to win. We need to win 5 more Premier League games for survival, and that's not going to happen. The performance was a little bit better. We looked more solid defensively, but on the flip side, we never looked like scoring a goal. I can't remember. I think Roop had a shot from 25 yards straight at the goalkeeper, but that was literally it. So it was remarkably disappointing, but you know, us being fickle football fans, I'm now excited about Saturday, and I've really enjoyed actually the resumption of the Premier League. I was tentative at first, but I thought it's been really good. There's sport coming from all angles. I think the coverage has been pretty solid. The quality has certainly not been there, and that's one of the reasons I'm not going fully in at the moment, because the performances from Villa, Sheffield United, Bournemouth, West Ham, few others have been, you know, a lot worse than they were pre-COVID. So look, I understand everything is completely different. I don't fully buy into the argument that Norwich not having fans is a massive issue for us. I think the fact that we're in a relegation battle should be enough motivation for the players to go out there and still perform to a level that I deem acceptable. But the wins against Leicester, against Man City, you know, the home wins this season have definitely been spurred on by, you know, Carroll's fantastic support. So I get both arguments with that. I just felt really, not hurt, that's not the word for it, but I felt really let down by Farke's comments surrounding the team selection and the performance. I did not deem it acceptable. And I don't think the players would have done either. And to say to the fans that he thought it was better and, you know, we should have got something out of the game, and arrogant and disrespectfulness, I just thought was completely wrong. That's not a criticism of Daniel Farke. I really love him. I love Stuart Weather. So let's not start that argument. But I just think he needs to take a certain degree of responsibility for what's happened this season. So does Stuart, and he has done. He touched on the recruitment that has been poor. You know, the fact that we thought that Duda and Roop and Dermich and Farman were good enough to keep us in the Premier League should be questioned, has been questioned, and has been answered by Webber on Stuart Hodges' podcast that Stuart did with him. If you haven't already listened to that, please do. It's a good interview, links in the description. But yeah, look, I say it as it is, whether that's good, whether that's bad. And the funny thing is, throughout all of this, me doing TNC, I've always been criticised by some people as being too positive and by some people as being too negative. So whatever I say, take it with a pinch of salt, because I'm never pleasing anyone. But yeah, it's a really good opportunity for Norwich this weekend to just get the morale up. The win against Tottenham in the previous round did exactly that. It got people's spirits lifted. And that's all you need. It's a really big few months for Norwich City, because we are going down, and you need to be going down into the Championship with morale high. As a helicopter goes very low over my head, so apologies for that. But it's an important few months for Daniel Farke as well, because he'll be taking a squad into the Championship and the majority will stick around. And you need the energy to be high. It was the whole reason that we went into the Premier League, because we had such a good morale around the squad. Everyone was fighting for the same cause. And if you lose even 2% of that, you've got no chance in the Championship, because it's a very tough division. So it's a really crucial few months for Norwich, and a run in the FA Cup like we're already on, but maybe getting into the semis or something could be the difference between a successful campaign next season and not a successful campaign. And just getting the fans back on board, because there has been a slight swaying, and that comes when you're bottom of the table with 5 wins all season. That's natural. That's certainly natural. And if there is one thing of Norwich fans, they're patient and they're accepting of change. We've seen that in the last few seasons. And yeah, I just think on the whole, Norwich fans are a very good bunch. So they can't be taken for granted from anyone. Anyway, that's my saying. Sorry for the absolute lack of statistical awareness. Well, no, it's not lack of awareness. I just didn't want to raise statistics because they all go in Manchester United's favour, and I don't want to perpetuate the doom and gloom, because it's hard to go off a form at the moment because everything is so different. But if you are to look at it, Norwich have scored once in the last 7 Premier League games. We've lost both times to the Manchester United this season. United completely dismantled Sheffield United in their previous fixture. They've got a very deep squad, and Norwich haven't scored in their last 2 games. So make of that what you will. But there's always hope in the cup games, and that's why we love it. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. As I said at the start of the video, please do hit subscribe. It is just really helpful for us, basically, and if you never want to miss content, then it's helpful for you as well. Bit of a rambly one, sorry about that, but the sun's out, and I always get like this when the sun's out. I just talk and talk and talk, and I've had a lot of coffee today as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.